Hey everyone, welcome back. We're diving deep today into something I think we can all relate to.
Hmm. Sounds intriguing.
It's all about, like finding that confidence and owning what makes you you.
Oh, that's a good one for sure.
Yeah, it's from those inspired devotionals
Yeah.
with Emmanuel Afiawari.
Right.
This one's from Thursday, January 9th, 2025,
All right.
and the title really grabbed me. Glory in your difference.
Hmm. I like that.
So, the whole thing starts with this idea of we all struggle with insecurity.
Right. Absolutely.
Like comparing ourselves to others and feeling like we don't measure up.
Yeah, that feeling of not being enough or like we're somehow lacking.
Exactly. And the devotional tackles that head on. But get this, it uses celestial bodies as a comparison.
Whoa. That's pretty out there.
Right. It's like, whoa, talk about a cosmic perspective.
Yeah, using something so vast to talk about something so personal.
Totally. And it all ties back to this verse from 1 Corinthians 15.41,
Uh,
where it talks about how the sun, moon, and stars all have their own unique glory.
Hmm. I'm curious how they connect that to us.
Well, it uses this really cool analogy of like a council of kings.
Okay.
Imagine all these different monarchs in a room, right?
Yeah.
Each one with their own unique crown.
Right.
And they all have different levels of influence and power.
So like even though they're all kings, they're not all the same.
Exactly. They're all royalty, but they each express it in their own way.
Hmm. That's a powerful image.
Right. So it got me thinking, if we're all like kings with our own crowns, how do we figure out where we fit in?
That's the $1,000,000 question, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
Like everyone talks about finding your unique selling point, but how do you even begin to do that?
I think the devotional really hits the nail on the head here.
How so?
It's not about trying to outshine others or, like you said, covet their crowns.
Right.
It's about understanding and really honing the brilliance of your own.
Okay, but how do you actually do that? Like, where do you even start?
Well, one thing the devotional mentions is identifying your strengths.
Okay.
Like what comes naturally to you? What do you find yourself doing effortlessly and efficiently?
That's interesting.
It's almost like finding those moments of flow, you know?
Yeah,
Where you're completely absorbed in something and you lose track of time.
totally.
Those activities often point to our natural talents, the things we were kind of designed to do.
So you're saying those flow moments can actually help us uncover our strengths.
Absolutely. They're like little clues pointing us toward our unique crown.
I like that, our unique crown.
Yeah.
But it's easy to get sidetracked.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm always comparing myself to others.
Right, and that's where I think going back to the Bible can be really helpful.
Okay, what way?
Well, Ephesians 4.7 talks about how each person is given a measure of grace, right?
Yeah.
But it says it's according to their abilities.
I don't think I've ever really thought about it like that.
And then there's that parable of the talents in Matthew 25.15.
It reinforces this idea that we're each entrusted with different things based on our individual capacities.
So instead of trying to be like someone else, it's about recognizing and really developing what we've already been given.
Exactly.
Okay, so we figure out our strengths, we hone them. What then?
Well, that's where things get really inspiring.
Oh, how so?
The devotional reminds us that discovering these strengths isn't just about like personal satisfaction, you know?
Right.
It's about using them to make a difference, to contribute to something bigger than ourselves.
So it's not enough to just know what your crown looks like. You have to actually use it.
Yes, exactly.
Right. That's powerful.
And it ties in beautifully with 1 Corinthians 12.7.
What does that one say?
It talks about how spiritual gifts are given for the common good.
So our differences aren't meant to separate us, but to help us work together.
Precisely. Each of us brings something unique to the table, and when we combine our strengths, that's when we can really make a difference.
So the real glory isn't just in being different. It's in understanding how those differences can benefit others.
Exactly. It's about using our unique talents to serve others and contribute to something larger than ourselves.
Man, that's a lot to think about.
It is. And it leads to a really important question. How can you use your unique strengths to serve your community or the world?
That's a great question.
It's a challenge for all of us to figure out how our crown can be used to make a positive impact.
I love that. So, yeah, maybe each star shines differently, but when we shine together, we create something truly amazing.
Absolutely.
That's all the time we have for today's deep dive, but I hope this has inspired you to embrace your unique brilliance and consider how you can use it to make a difference in the world.
I hope so too.
Thanks for joining us.
See you next time.